Pookie, I've seen the light. After scaling multiple brands over the last few months to 6 figures a month, like this store right here, I've realized that there's one thing that separates my brands at scale from your stores that sell the exact same product with the exact same ads and offer. There is just one key ingredient that if you got down and mastered, you can make nearly any product into a winner on repeat. And while this skill will make you a ton of money, learning it for most of you will make you want to gouge your eyes out because let's be frank, you're illiterate. The last book you read was Cat in the Hat, and even then you were still struggling with it. Now, without any more blue ballsing, the skill that will help you go from 0 to 5 grand a month in the fastest amount of time is copywriting. And today I'm going to teach you everything that you ever need to know about copywriting to implement today so that you can master the skill in the next few weeks. Now, if you've been spending too much time on brain rot TikTok and you don't understand what copywriting is, it is basically the words you use to sell your product. This is your product description. This is the script in your ads. It is the backbone of your marketing, which is why it is so essential to learn this skill. So just to show you a quick example from moi, this is a 3-in-1 electric hairbrush where, as you can see right here, we have a headline that talks about the biggest benefit to our target customer. We have our problem, we have the aggravation, we have unique selling points about the product to communicate the value. Then we have social proof in the form of before and after to visually show the transformation of using the product. How to use, very simple, risk reversal, social proof, and that's about it. And today we're going to talk about all the sections you should have to convince someone who knows nothing about your product to whip out their credit card faster than the speed of light to buy your product. Now, whenever you're writing any bit of copy or script for your ads, you just need to realize one mental framework: WIIFM. What is in it for me? That is the only question that is going to be bouncing around the chimpanzee brain of your customers as they go onto your product page and they look at your ad and wonder if I should buy this product today. So when you are writing your copy, every single line should answer that question to some degree. So when I read this headline, melt away years of aching shoulder and knee pain, boom, I know immediately how that benefits me. We are all egocentric. We are just thinking about me. So make your description about your customer, not about you, not about the features of your product, how it benefits their life or solves a problem that has been nagging them. So in the beginning, we're relatable. Dealing with constant everyday shoulder or knee pain isn't uncomfortable. It's frustrating. It makes everyday tasks a challenge. We're relating to them, talking about how frustrating that challenge is. And we know it's challenging. You've tried other solutions. It hasn't worked out, which is why we decided to create the perfect solution that actually gives you the result that you've been looking for because it delivers targeted heat and massage therapy right where you need it most. That is our unique value proposition. If you read any line from a Dobbins marketing guarantee description, it will answer what is in it for me immediately. So if you read my USPs here, it combines red light and heat therapy. Why does that matter? Why should I care? Well, that increases local blood circulation. Again, why should I care? I don't. But that means it relaxes your tight muscles and creates relief of your joint aches, pain, and stiffness. Oh, that's why it matters. You can use it on your own from the comfort of your home. Damn, I should be a poet, not gonna lie. But immediately, if you read any one of these lines, you can immediately tell how it benefits me. And that is exactly how you should be writing all of your descriptions outside of the first section, which is identifying the problem, which still is what's in it for me because you're relating and talking to them directly about what problem they have and how frustrating it is. So outside of WIIFM, another popular framework that I implement is that people don't buy your product. They buy the outcome of your product. We don't buy products for the sake of having products. We buy products because they solve a problem that we are currently having. You don't sell the flight, you sell the destination. You don't sell the steak, you sell the sizzle, the experience, the outcome. And a big problem I see a lot of people make outside of those is they're not relatable with their copy. You're writing a description using ChatGPT and just ripping your competitors, and you haven't done a lick of market research on your own to actually understand why your target audience is buying. And if you don't understand fundamentally what your target audience is trying to do with your product, what problem they're trying to solve, what outcome they want, what transformation they want, what pain points they have and they want to get rid of, then you will never be able to successfully scale a dropshipping store in your life. It's as simple as that. So when you're writing copy, it should be relatable. Like you're talking to a friend, first person. Here is what I would do if I was selling this product to my friend. If I had a one-on-one conversation over dinner and I was trying to sell you this water bottle, what would I say? Would I say the jargon, all the technical slang that I'm right now throwing out into my descriptions? Or would I focus on trying to be relatable, talking about stories, unique selling points that matter to me to communicate the value of the product? Probably the latter. So your target audience wants to feel like you understand them, that you know the challenges of what it's like to deal with this problem. And only if you can convince them that you do understand their pain, you do understand their frustration, then and only then will they trust you enough for you to be the person that solves it for them. But if you can't relate, if you don't talk about why they even have a problem or pain point in the first place, then why are they going to buy your product? They're not even aware that they really have a problem or that it's really that big of a deal. So I always will talk about problems immediately as the first thing in my descriptions, because I want to have that incentive, that reason today to finally solve that nagging issue that you don't think about every day. And once you identify the pain points of your target audience, you need to get crystal clear on how your product is the best solution for them. And the 3 ways you communicate that is that saying that it's the fastest, it's the easiest, and it's the most affordable solution to that problem when you compare it to all the alternatives. That is how you form an argument as to why your product is the best. Now, usually the biggest issue I see with dropshippers when they are writing copy and trying to identify those pain points is realizing that, oh, my product solves multiple problems and has multiple benefits. So which one should I pick to highlight? And what you want to do is pick the most valuable problem to solve. What is the problem that they are willing to pay the most to solve in their life? And to give you a quick example, with this little kid watch product right here, I had a student selling this for about $25. They sourced for $5 and their conversion rate on their store was about 2%, meaning they made $50 from every 100 visitors. So 50 cents a visitor, which isn't that great. And a high performing website usually makes about $1.50 per visitor. And when I looked at his copywriting and his marketing, what he was saying was that, hey parents, buy this watch for your kid because then they can call your grandparents and stay in touch with your entire family. Which for most people is maybe a problem that, yeah, I'll spend $20, $25 to solve, but it's not a very high value problem in my life. And what we decided to do is we made just one subtle tweak that allowed us to charge 3 times more for the product and get the same conversion rate. And what we did is, after reading reviews of the product and understanding our target audience, because he didn't really do that to the full extent, we realized a big reason why people bought this product was for safety, to always know where their kid is at, so that if they ever get in trouble, they can call 911 or they can call their parents. They had a built-in tracker so you can always know where your kid is at constantly. And when we focused on that angle of fear, of saying initially in the description, hey, every day there is X amount of kids that are kidnapped. It can happen to you. Do not be the parent that wonders what if, or could I have done more when it's already too late. When you sell that way, that problem is priceless to solve, way more higher value. And that's how we were able to charge 3 times more for the exact same product without doing anything else but changing the copywriting and the marketing message. All right, quick timeout. I know you're enjoying today's video, but if you are looking for the fastest way to shortcut the learning curve of dropshipping and scale your dropshipping brand from 0 to $1,000 a day in the next 90 days, especially if you've been doing this for a few weeks, months, or years, and you're still losing money, then you need to have a one-on-one coach. So thankfully, we have a few spots open if you want to work with my team and I one-on-one so that we can help you choose the right products instead of wasting time and money on the wrong products, and also just give you our winning product page templates that have generated over 7 figures in sales and teach you how to create irresistible offers for all the products that you're going to be selling. And finally, we're going to teach you how to create winning ads for any product that you sell so that you know how to make a product into a winner rather than praying that your next test is going to be a winner. We also offer 6 calls a week plus 24/7 messaging with a dedicated one-on-one coach so that you get all the accountability and support you're ever going to need to scale from 0 to $1,000 a day, like our students Matt, Tim, and so many others that have scaled from 0 to 5, 10 grand days. And on top of all that, we do have a guarantee where if you don't hit $1,000 a day in the next 90 days, then we will keep coaching you for free until you do. So if you're interested in getting started, then I would recommend booking a call down below with our team to see if we're the right fit to help you scale. And that leads me to my final mental model when it comes to copywriting, which I know, boo-hoo, God, another one. Jeez, how many things do we have to remember, Ethan? God, I want to be like Kurt Cobain when I grow up. Jeez. Here's the reality. The one last thing you need to think about is the value price gap. When you are selling a product for any price, you need to communicate to your target audience that what they are getting in value is 5 to 10x greater than what they are currently paying. Now, how do you communicate the value is greater than the price? Well, you can do that in a variety of different ways that we'll cover later, but the first and most important one is through price juxtaposition. It is comparing your product versus alternative products and saying why yours is better in comparison. Either there's more value in the terms of features and benefits that come from it, or just straight up, it is a more affordable cost. So that way you can easily tell, oh yes, this is more affordable, but the value is of that of these other bottles that do the same thing. You also communicate value through your use cases, through the unique selling points of your product that add value, that benefit your target audience or get rid of a problem from them that's been nagging them. So let's really quickly talk about how to do market research for any product to write high converting ads and descriptions that make people want to buy whatever it is that you're selling. Now, if we were selling this water filter shower head, I'll just show you really quickly what I would do, because I already know you're losing your attention span. You want to click to a Mr. Beast video or another dropshipping challenge video, which you've seen a million times and provides no value. But if we were to sell this product right here, the first step, read page upon page of Amazon reviews, customer reviews on competitor stores, so that you can fully understand the most common talking points of the problems, the benefits, the transformation, and what it is that actually made people want to buy this product. And obviously, the more detailed the reviews, the more you can really get into it. So I would always recommend reading around 30 to 50 reviews and then moving over the most common lines into a Word doc and using a ChatGPT prompt like this one right here, where you can easily summarize, oh, this is what my target audience actually is. Here are homeowners, people with hard water. Here's the value propositions they care about, the benefits, the pain points, every single thing. These are the key things you need to think about when you are writing any piece of marketing whatsoever. Now, if you want the ChatGPT prompts I reveal in this video for free, then all you have to do is beg down below in the comment section. Give me a reason to give it to you. Otherwise, I'm cool with hoarding it for myself and I'll just make all the money. So now let's talk about the structure I use when I'm writing any product description. And a lot of these things can mix and match and you can put them in different areas, but this is personally how I like to do it, top to down. So I always will start first with a benefit-driven headline. Underneath that, I will have, here's the problem that you're currently having, how it's relatable, then I'll aggravate that problem. When you have this initial problem, here's the problem with that. Oh, you have shoulder pain, which means, oh, it's tough to do everyday activities. You don't even feel like yourself anymore. It's constantly nagging you all the time. Then we transition into the solution. Here's how we solve that problem. Here's how we're relatable. Imagine a life where you wake up and you never have to deal with that ever again, and you can do everything you've ever wanted to do. Pick up your child, play sports, feel like a brand new person again. Then we talk about USPs. When you have our product, here's other benefits that come from it. Here's other ways it adds value to your life. Here's other problems that it may solve for you that you didn't even initially know about. Here's then finally our call to action. Buy today, get yours 40% off before we sell out, before we run out, have some scarcity. And then usually underneath that, to prove that your marketing is believable, you'll have a transformation. So usually highlighting some customer reviews that talk about that transformation, that talk about how, oh my God, it actually did work for me. I was a little bit skeptical about the product, but it did work even though I had this certain problem for years. Then finally underneath that, you're usually gonna have a guarantee. So again, risk reversal. We're so confident you'll absolutely love this product that if you don't love it for whatever reason, you can give a full refund when you return. And then after that, you'll have a FAQ and social proof. FAQ also handles other common objections and other common questions that your target audience is going to have. You basically just need to be a mind reader with your description. And I really feel that this layout top to down is the best performing description that you can ever have for a problem solving product. So let's take a look at some examples of big brands using this effectively. Now, Ace Men is one of the most popular dropshipping brands in the world that does over $2 million every single month. And it is due to how effective their copywriting and marketing material is. So if we go through this description, it is incredibly short, simple, and concise, but every single line of copy answers what's in it for me. And man, oh man, do they handle objections left, right, and center. So if we get into this, feel better or get your money back. So we got risk reversal. We have a highlighted social proof review, scared of surgery. Awesome. So we're handling a very common relatable problem. And oh my God, I got result in 8 days. So we have a time frame. Discomfort was gone. Unbelievable. And then naturally prevent or relieve chronic neck, back, and leg pain in minutes. This is the main headline that they really have here. And it is incredible. It cuts through the BS and tells you exactly how this will benefit your life immediately. Then of course, we have another headline here. Eliminate agonizing neck and back pain at home. So that is the biggest solution. That is the biggest problem that the target audience is having. They will pay thousands to solve. So yeah, if you're selling a $49 product and it can actually do what you're saying right here, I will pay whatever price that you tell me to pay, because yes, I've had years of hard work sitting on my desk doing all these things, which yeah, has deteriorated my back health. So they identify the problem, then they aggravate it by saying you'll get excruciating pain in your neck, lower back. And then here we go. Solution. If you lie down on the refresh for just 10 minutes a day, it solves the root cause. It releases painful trapped nerves. So it tells you how it solves the problem. Then of course, USP USPs, heal your spine permanently. More USPs, prevent further injuries. Better sleep, less stress. So obviously the main problem they want to solve, the main reason why people are on this page is for neck and back pain. But I can get better sleep and less stress. That sounds great. Prevent further injuries. Awesome. Correct my posture. These are just benefits that add more value to the product already. Then of course, here are the common problems that people that will buy this product have, and here's how we can solve them for you. So this is incredibly well done. It's not the most complicated product description in the world. And then we have an authority figure giving social proof. And that is a great way. If you're selling any type of health product, always have an authority figure like a doctor or a medical professional talking about how this does solve the problem. So they just really nail it top to down. They handle all objections, showing you how easy it is to use, showing you social proof, showing that it's better than competitors that have knockoff products. And of course, they have a great offer where they're adding more value to it, handling objections and the frequently asked questions. It's really just perfect top to down, and it's something that you would definitely want to model. Now, quick pause, because if you're more on a budget but still want to learn my best strategies and tools for scaling up my own dropshipping stores, then I would recommend my Bold Ecom Discord, which for $99 a month will not only give you a step-by-step course that will teach you everything you need to know to go from 0 to $1,000 a day, including how I find winning products, the tools that I use, Jungle Scout, Manea, PP ads. Those all cost over $750 a month, but you will get access to them by joining this program, and also get my product page templates, my ad templates that you can copy and paste to test any product and make sales today with. Now, along with all those amazing perks, we do 2 group calls every single week where I'll answer your questions, review your website, review your ads personally, one-on-one, like you have me as your own coach for only $99 a month. Honestly, it is just amazing the amount of value you get. And our other group call is with my coach Antonio, who will do product research live with you so you can see exactly what products we love and what products you should never be testing. And on top of all those amazing things you can see here, we are constantly updating this with new ads that are currently winning so you can get inspiration, new winning products that you can currently test and scale with today, and so many more amazing benefits, all for only $99 a month. So if you're interested, click the link in my description. All right, so now we're nearly wrapped up on everything you need to know about copywriting and marketing any product to make it sell instantly. But the final 2 things you need to understand is breaking down each area of your description, from what you should be doing with your headline, your USPs, how to write great benefits that stand out, and then finally handling all the objections your target audience will generally have about any product you sell, because if you learn how to handle that, then you can make any product work. So let's first get into how to write juicy headlines that get people's attention and make them want to buy. So typically you're going to write multiple headlines for each section of your description, but the first headline is the most important, and it's usually going to be, what is the biggest benefit, the most valuable transformation that someone can get from using your product? So when we talked about the shoulder heated brace right here, melts away years of aching shoulder and knee pain in minutes, is a great benefit. That is the biggest desired result that my target audience has after doing the research. Now, when we look at Nude, and you should look at other examples of big e-commerce brands because usually their copywriting is on point. So with Nude, permanently remove hair with precision pulse IPL. That is the main benefit that everyone wants. Permanently get rid of hair. We don't want temporary. Then they have see visible results in just 3 weeks, which you could argue isn't the most specific in the world, but you kind of already get the idea as to what it does, so I can understand why they did that. But I like that they called out a specific time frame, because I love doing that in my headlines of get desired result in specific time frame. So lose 2 inches off your waist in the next 30 days, or get healthier hair after every shower. So a lot of times I think of headlines like hooks to your ad. It's what is going to create the most curiosity and get people to watch and learn more about your product. So with the headline, obviously we talked about how you can do the biggest benefit, but you could also do the biggest problem and make someone aware of a problem that maybe they don't think about as much. So when we look at Pet Lab Co., these guys do millions every single month. They are crushing it. And their headline to this landing page is dogs all across America silently cope with poor gut health, because the target audience of pet owners is not aware of this. They don't know that their dog is actually suffering in silence because obviously they can't communicate. So they make them aware. Now, for your product that you're selling, most likely your audience is problem aware. So you may call out the biggest problem, which, as I mentioned earlier with the kid watch product, we did every blank second, I think it was every 23 seconds, a kid is abducted and is never seen again. Boom. And if we were selling that shower head filter, a problem that we could do in the headline that also would apply as a hook to an ad could be, are you tired of hard water ruining your hair and skin? And if they're not problem aware, we could do something like, did you know your shower water is filled with harmful chemicals that are ruining your hair and skin? So obviously, to master headlines, you just have to put in the reps and study the best e-commerce brands in a variety of different niches, and you will see exactly how to master those. Now, the next problem I see constantly with descriptions is you talk about the features way too much about your product. So if I was selling a phone and let's say it has 1 terabyte of storage, that is what someone would say in their description. description. But why does that actually matter? And this is the big thing. When you have a feature to your product, why does it matter? If you can answer that question and how it adds value to your customer, that is how you write copy. So I could say, this phone has over 1 terabyte of storage so that you can create countless memories with your family and not ever have to delete past ones or not ever have to make room for new ones. So the 3 questions I usually ask when I have a feature is, why does it matter? What problem does it solve? And when is it most important to have that feature? What is the specific use case to that feature? So if we look at Shapermint, which is an 8-figure shapewear brand, they have their fabric is stretchy and smooth feature. So why does that matter? So you can quickly pull them down whenever, wherever, super comfortable. They're made of lightweight, non-see-through, breathable materials. Why does that matter that it's breathable materials? Keeps you comfortable all day long. And if we look at the rest of these points here, they're all great benefits that add value to your customer because it makes your outfits look better. It stays in place all day, so it's secure. It's made for all body types, breathable, soft fabric. So you can tell they are just leading with these benefits and they all add more value to the product. Now, the final couple things I'd keep in mind when you're writing descriptions is to always have a call to action at the end of your description because people are like sheep. You need to herd them. You need to tell them what to do next. After they read your great description and they're fully convinced, tell them why they should buy now. Give them that offer. Buy now and save 40% off while supplies last. Give them a reason to buy today. And then also, when you're writing your description, use you phrases. Make it specific to them. You can, you will. Once you have this product, you can do blank. Once you have this product, you will be able to do blank. Imagine what it would be like in your life when you're able to do blank with this product. So I love this copy from Tribello, another great brand, and all their sentences pretty much have you in them. Experience the remarkable transformation as your hair finally grows longer, full, and healthier. Fall in love with your hair. Our new and improved formula does blah, 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 blah to the hair follicle to make it more visibly longer, thicker, and healthier. All the benefits that the target audience actually cares about. See your hair reach its full potential in specific time frame. Absolutely love that as well. Helping you achieve fuller, longer, and healthier hair without compromising your health. They have a great benefit. We're so confident that you will love our products. Make it about your audience. Do not be generic. And then finally, have social proof, that bandwagon effect that you are joining a movement. You are not the first guinea pig. We have all these other people. So it could be join over 10,000 beautiful women, or 10,000 beautiful women love and trust our product, or everyone is using blank product. Have that effect on people. And if we go back to Pet Lab Co., see why over 2 million owners have made the switch to this new probiotic chew. Tribello has what our happy customers say. Then we have a bunch of quotes that obviously handle objections, talk about the experience, and make the marketing believable. And that segues me to the final point of this video, which is handling common objections. Now, one of the most common ones will be people don't believe your marketing. You're saying all these benefits, you're doing the right things, but I don't believe that it actually will happen. And that might be because I've tried other products that didn't work for me. That might be because I'm just generally skeptical of marketers online, which, hey, I don't blame them. I mean, you're a bunch of sleazy salesmen. You're like the Wolf of Wall Street. I wouldn't even trust you with my mother. But when we get into that, how do we solve the I don't trust you or I don't believe in your marketing objection? That is through having specific results, testimonials, having authority figures, having different case studies of your product. There's so many different ways that you can really handle this objection. You can do before and afters with the product, but you have to give people undeniable proof that your product works. And usually you're gonna do that through the quotes that you highlight in your testimonial section, through before and afters, through a variety of different things, depending on what your product actually does and the transformation that you're promising. But if you make a claim to a transformation, then you have to show them proof that it actually does that, or people are not gonna believe your product works. So if we look at this website from one of my Discord members, which if you're not in already, what the hell are you doing with your life? You can see here that he makes the claim of say goodbye to skin problems with his product. Great benefit. Now, how do we prove that you will no longer have skin problems? Well, you have before and afters. And he has this section here where he highlights multiple different use cases of the product, which if you have acne, you can use it. If you have dry skin, you can use it, etc., etc. So he does a great job of showing before and afters. Now, I would say, what is the best way though that we can handle that objection of, okay, yeah, sure, you have some before and afters, but maybe those are fake? Well, if you can show someone actually using the product and then it says week 1 and then, oh, at the end of the GIF and we're at week 4 and you can actually see visually the difference, that will get people to buy and that would be your best form of social proof. Now, the next most common objection you're going to get is your price is too expensive. I don't believe the price I'm paying is worth the value I am receiving. So how do we handle that? Well, price juxtaposition, as we mentioned earlier. So we are selling here, not the Luna Lift, we are selling Achieving a Youthful Glow. Now, is that worth $60? Is there a more specific, tangible result? I believe so. We could definitely improve this copy, beef it up a little bit. But if we are selling Achieve a Youthful Glow, clean and purify your skin, but basically making your skin look healthy and glowing immediately like an angel, then we need to talk about what are the other alternatives to that. So there's obviously laser appointments. There's obviously very expensive skincare routines. So you could say you will get these same results. You will get that glowing, youthful, radiant skin for a fraction of the cost of laser sessions that cost $100 each session, or expensive skincare routines that are 10 steps long and cost you hundreds of dollars every single month. Instead of having to do all of that, you have one product, $60, that gets you the same benefits, and it's faster and way easier to do. Because as we mentioned earlier, people will pay and they will value your product more if it gets their desired result either faster or it's easier to do. For instance, if I was to lose weight, it is way more valuable if I just have to take a pill once a day and it still gets me results within a week, compared to if I have to go to a gym, pay hundreds of dollars every single month. I mean, I don't know what gym you go to. I go to Lifetime because I'm a bougie girl. I mean, I'm a bougie king / athlete. I mean, I'm 6'3", 180 pounds of pure freaking muscle. So I need my saunas at the end of the day after those heavy workouts. But that is way more valuable. A pill that gets you results faster and is easier to do compared to a gym. And then usually the final main objection you're going to get is, I've tried similar products, but nothing has worked for me. And as a marketer who does have a coaching program, if someone has joined a bunch of coaching programs, then if they want to join mine, I have to convince them that I have a unique mechanism, something that makes my program different, that when you join will finally help you unlock success because you tried all these other methods, but it hasn't worked for you because you're missing this one thing, this one strategy, this one method. So you want to apply that same principle to whatever product you're selling. What is the bridge? You are currently here. What is the bridge to getting you to that desired result, that unique mechanism, that unique selling point that only my product does, that all the other competitor products don't do? And that's why you haven't gotten results. And then finally, once you have the first draft of your description ready to go, I would recommend plugging into these two tools. First, Grammarly, make sure your punctuation's there, make sure you don't have any grammar Nazi mistakes. So as you can see in this description, I actually spelled surgeries wrong. I know, absolutely dunce. I don't know why you're listening to me. I'm dumb at the end of the day. But when we look at the rest of this description, we can think of, all right, what are some synonyms to the adjectives that I described my product as? Because usually I will notice I will use very basic descriptions and basic adjectives for common problems and common benefits. So then I'll go in there and be like, oh, maybe I use the word bad, or it's cool, or it's great. And then I want to use a different synonym that's more punchy at the end of the day. So right here I have create relief. Maybe I want to do create soothing relief, having that extra adjective that again really just helps picture it even deeper, the emotions of what it's like when you have this product in your life. And then finally, I would recommend Hemingway Editor. You want to dumb down your descriptions to at least around a 9th grade level is what I aim for, but typically the best practice is to have your copy be able to be read at a 7th grade level. So when we look at this tool, you can see all the red, all the yellow. Typically you want your sentences to be short and to the point. The big reason why these are red is because yes, I do like to have longer sentences. I have a lot of commas. You see 1, 2, 3. I am a comma maestro. So usually I'll go through this tool, I'll shorten things down, and then I'll use simpler words. So that way you can relate to as many people as possible and improve your conversion rate as well.